what is the FDA doing as the pandemic is waning? I think there have been a lot of changes, and the industry is always interested in what the regulating body is doing. Can we talk about that?
We can. It's interesting. So let's back up to before the pandemic started to wane. What we saw the FDA do, of course, was to stop having inspections. And they started doing a lot of 4003 requests, which are requests under new legislation to request a lot of documentation from a company. It doesn't look like they've done much with any of that documentation. They took it all in. They haven't done anything with it. So as they come back out, instead of being informed from reading all of the information that they requested, they're going back to the last inspection they did, could have been 2018, early 2019, before the pandemic hit. And so they're going back over more than 2 years of information. In many cases, they're going back over 3 or 4 years of information, which makes an inspection longer, more complex, and more difficult. So what I see in my practice is the number of documents requested is higher, the number of investigators showing up for an inspection is higher, and certainly I sense they're much more enforcement biased at this particular point in time. It's as if a few of the things that we saw emerge during the pandemic with a couple of companies that were producing vaccines have sort of fed the notion that I think FDA perhaps had some feedback that maybe they'd grown lax during the COVID pandemic to allow treatments, to come online, et cetera. So they're coming back with a very serious tone and tenor.
Are there actual changes in the regulations that the industry should be aware of that I guess maybe is meant to keep them on their toes?
I think that we've seen some changes in regulations emerge, but honestly, I haven't seen dramatic changes emerge in the last 3 or 4 years, other than all of the stuff that has emerged that allowed the vaccines and the treatments to progress quickly. So the parallel pathing, being able to submit BLAs, in a chapter-like format as you finish data and information. The 4003 request is new, where they can request a lot of information and do with it what they will. So they can write you a 4003 request and say, send me the last 2 years of kappas on a stick.